Hello, I am IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today I'm going to be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it's not just any old Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I'm going to be playing the Mercedes-Benz DLC, or this was DLC for the original game, and now it's like integral, it's built into the game, and this means that we can play as any of these characters, but we can also play as them in Mercedes-Benz. Oh, okay, communication error occurs sometimes. But still, I think this would be a really fun little opportunity because it's so surreal. Mario Kart is this very go-kart oriented game, right? You know, it's called Mario Kart for a reason. But if you want, you can ride in any of these colors of Mercedes, including this giant white one, apparently. I quite like that, actually. White's a nice color. We can also be, you know, let's look around the colors. This is what we got. So, we got nice blue, we got purple. I think, actually, let's go with a white Mercedes. And then we've also got three choices, if I'm not mistaken. We have this Mercedes, we have a couple of other ones around here. There's also the P-Wing, which is a similar thing. But still, basically, you can drive as Mercedes in this game. I'm going to be the GLA. I don't know what that is. Is that good? I don't even know. I'm not a car person. And it's going to be great fun. So, yeah, Mario Kart, it's a lot of fun. I've been playing this, honestly, every evening that I have free, and I just want to, like, kind of spend an hour or so, I'll just drop into this game. Mario Kart's a very good comfort game, I guess you'd call it. And would totally recommend, regardless of the fact that there are, you know, what do we call it, you know, Mercedes-Benz in here. You know, that, let's be honest, actually, that was the real reason I'm doing this. So, yeah, also, hello everyone in the live stream chat. Hi. I was a few minutes late because the Switch had internet issues. As a pro tip from out there that has this same struggle, because it's something I go through, like, constantly. It basically, if you disconnect the Switch too many times from internet, it won't work until you full restart the console, and you can't full restart the console properly until you have to hold down the power button for 3 seconds or something. It's confusing, but it's a thing you do. So, game theory, why Mario Kart 8 is Mario's deadliest game. Apparently there's been some sort of game theory on this. I'll look into that at some point after the stream, but right now I don't get it, I'm afraid. So, if you think you if you think you like you know, if you think it's a reference, I'll understand. Sadly, I will not. So yeah, I will get a Switch one day so I can play this game and Breath of the Wild, says Casey Mill. Yeah, there's still the reasons you want to get the Switch. Like, I think I've got every Switch game worthwhile right here, and it's a good collection, but there could be more, I'm sure. There could be more. I think, honestly, that's the funny thing about video game consoles, right? The longer they go on, also, there's a guy called Jess. But the longer they go on, the more like games come out and the cheaper they get. Like, they get better and they get cheaper. So that's a weird thing. Mr. Happy says the Switch has always had internet issues. For me, it only happens when you disconnect it from the thing. From, like, when you make it in portable mode. Well, I don't know what you call it. Like, disconnect it from the dock. Undock. Yeah, undock it. When you undock the Switch, that's when the issues arise for me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, or whatever that is. I don't even know. So, also, it feels like, it could just be that I haven't played this in a few days. It feels like we're playing in 200cc instead of just regular now. Maybe they upped the online to make it a bit more challenging. I'm honestly not so sure right now. It's but it feels a lot faster and crazier than I'm used to. I shouldn't have done that, that's why. So yeah, just a fun little fact right there. So also, Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. It's Mario Odyssey as well, I always forget that is the title. Honestly, it's one of those games that will surprise me even when it comes out. I'll be like, wow, there's a Mario game out now? And it would just be wonderful, honestly. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, there's a giant shortcut that I missed. I thought that was all shortcut, but apparently it's like a reef. So now I know, I guess. Useful to have stored in the bank of information. Yeah, there was an update after this game, so I'm assuming they made it 200cc, because everything's just way too fast for my liking. I have no idea what's going on here. But maybe they did that to, like, make it more challenging again. Like, I could totally see that being a thing. Because at this point, like, oh jeez, Mario Kart probably isn't challenging for most players online, because it's the same stuff, so. Yeah, I guess that'd be a good way to mix it up. Oh, I just saved myself in time with the star right there. Oh, can I get over the finish line first? Oh, fourth. Pretty good. So yeah, pretty exciting first game in the Mercedes. Again, super surreal. Even more surreal by the 200cc thing. Or maybe it's not 200cc. Maybe it's the Mercedes-Benz just that much faster. So, if that is the case, I think it's worth, like, switching out. Getting a smaller Mercedes instead, maybe. There's a good idea. I like that a lot. So we'll quickly, I know, we'll go into Bowser's Castle after we switch to, like, a medium character. Because we can probably get a nicer color car. Like, let's get a nice red. Do you get red Mercedes? I'm not sure. You're not Peach in the red Mercedes? Sure. Is that the only red choice we've got? We got Link maybe. I bet he red. No, he drives a blue one. Okay, I guess it's going to be Link in the Mercedes-Benz. That's our best choice here today. And then we'll vote for Bouncer Castle regardless. So, is the Switch worth it? I'm dying to know. Yeah, the Switch is, like, to me, it's my favorite thing. But I can see why so many would not see it as worth it. So that's the thing. Oh, also, how was Russia, says Raider Mash Amph. I just got back from Russia yesterday, and it's, like, it's such a wacky country. It really, like... So, don't let anyone convince you that, like, everyone in Russia is this crazy man that you see in these, you know, YouTube videos. But the crazy people in Russia are just, like, next level of crazy, right? Like, to tell a couple of stories, there was a man who just, like, stared at me in the subway and then, like, walked alongside me, staring at me in the face the whole time. He didn't ask for change or anything. He just, like, you know, stared at me, and then by the time I got out... He was like a troll under the bridge, you know? Like, he followed me the entire length of the subway, and then as soon as I started leaving, he was like, yep, this is over. Like he was guarding it or something. This is right next to, you know, Red Square, like the tourist capital of the city too. So it's not even like this was some weird suburb and I'd gone into his bridge. Although again, he was totally a troll under the bridge. That's just what he was. Like, not internet troll, like I guess that's... Honestly, that's what troll means nowadays. But, you know, I mean, like, physical, he owns this bridge and he's upset that I'm here kind of troll. So yeah, that's a thing. So what is your least favorite thing about the Switch, says Wolfcraft. Also, let's get this guy. I missed him somehow. My least favorite thing about the Switch, that's a hard question to answer, I think. I guess it's the fact that there aren't enough games. Like, that's always going to be the case. Also, still, there's still Jess Corbin in front of me. That's always going to be a funny one to me. But, yeah, I think the game issue is probably the biggest one. It's got a, like, I think the stand sucks. Like, okay, so, commonly, I like the Switch because I go on the go a lot. You know, I go to countries, and I like to play video games. Sometimes I just go on, like, trains or planes. But, you know, I like to play games on the go or somewhere that isn't my home. That's a thing I like to do in my life. And the problem with the Switch is it has a kickstand on it, but it's a really terrible kickstand, and I know this is an issue no one understands, so just, like, bear with me for this. But, you know, it's got a kickstand that's just kind of terrible. Also, first place, thank you very much. Kind of got that by accident, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, there's a blue shell coming. I'm not having first for this. I'm not having first. You can have that, please. Thank you very much. So that's going to hit first, and oh no, I'm in 8th now. I don't know how that just happened. I went to 2nd to avoid being in 1st. Got Mario Karted, and now I'm in 9th. Maybe I should have just taken the blue shell. Like a man or something. Like, yeah. I eat blue shells for breakfast, I do. So Cat, what do you love? Says Ryan Moharinento. I love lots of things. But most of all, I love pizza, if I'm being honest, you know? There's few things in life I love as much as that, but that's got to be somewhere high up there. So 10... Oh, I got blue shell! I was gonna, like, maybe use my mushroom to get, like, a better place. But it's not often you get to use a blue shell, so... That was worthwhile. Hello, just saw the live stream, so decided I would join it, says PixelGamer123. Welcome to the live stream. I hope your Tuesday is going pretty well. Oh, Link's sad. That's a bummer. Mine is, because I get to play some Mario Kart. Again, this is a game... I would say I love this game, you know? I'd be willing to make that big of a commitment to Mario Kart. Because it's one of those games you can just play in the evening and relax and enjoy with. You turn off your brain, but not entirely. Like, it's the perfect amount of brain usage for a game. It's like sometimes when you're playing Minecraft and, like, you just want to place your torches or, like, you just want to mine the blocks. It's kind of like that for certain stages. Some require more thought, some don't. And it's great fun. It's great fun. So, Toycat, the thumbnail is illegal because it has no seatbelt. That's actually the law of the car. I don't think every country has seatbelt laws in Ninja Storm 457. I know the country we're both in probably does. But, yeah, I think go-karts might be exempt from seatbelt rules. Honestly, I'm not sure. So I've ridden go-karts maybe like 5 times. And I think they've had like seatbelts each time. You know, but pro tip right now: if you haven't been go-karting, it's great fun. Everyone says like driving is so much fun in real life, and I haven't driven, I guess, so I can't tell you. But you know what's way more fun than that? Go-karts. Literally just the fun bit of driving, but you do it against each other. So that's what I'm going to recommend right there. Let me boy lol says, when are you going to get chili next? When I next make a terrible bet. I know they made a new pepper recently that's hotter than the Carolina Reaper, but it's got like a genuine chance of killing you. So I'm not going to take that risk, I don't think. Just an English test about modal auxiliaries. I don't understand half of it. I'm going to be honest, I do not know what modal auxiliaries are, and I am an English person, so let's just assume they're not important to know about. That's my official tip right there. But yeah, there's a surprising number of people who watch my streams and are like still learning English. And I'm always like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I just assume everyone can understand me all the time. And it's kind of wonderful to think like, whoa, there are people that like, this isn't even their language. This is just a thing they learn in their spare time. Because I don't know if I could do that with my magic spare time language. So Cat, what do you do? I stroke cats and I play Mario Kart on the internet. I'm not sure what that question. That's such a broad question. It's funny. You can answer that in any. You can answer that of literally anything. Like, oh yeah, what do you do, Toy Cat? And it's like, oh yeah, well I like to eat the pineapples, but the ones that come in the little boxes, not the sorry, in the little plastic boxes. Are they called boxes? Containers maybe. I don't like the pineapples that come on pizza. I don't like the pineapples that come on, or like, you know, that you have to cut up yourself. Because pineapples are so terrible to cut. You might not be familiar with what just happened there, by the way. You might not be familiar with this if you don't cut pineapple regularly, and if you don't, then you know probably should. That's one of your 5 a day right there. But no, yeah, pineapple's wonderful. I forgot why I even answered that. It was someone who asked the broadest question in the world, so I figured I'd answer a fun fact by myself. There you go. Now you know a little bit more about your main man. I was just gonna say your man, but you're not your main man, IVX Toy Cat. Or I guess yeah, boy. Is your main boy a thing? I don't know. I'm not familiar with like internet slang and stuff. I just pretend to be sometimes. Oh, we got blue shell. It's so useless right now. And also that bullet bill was pretty useless too. Oh, that was my last set of items for the game, I think. Unless maybe. Oh no, I missed it. Okay, so we're in 10th. With literally no chance of improving that. Oh, that's fine. You know, Mercedes are the future. I'm okay with this. Oh no, I came 11th. Ooh, that stings. There's a pineapple in almost every episode of Psych, lol, says Seffi Weffy. So the thing about the Psych is I have actually seen that, but only like one episode. I have heard that's one of their gags there. That is pretty cool, Seffi Weffy. I'm able to understand you all the time, but I just don't know when you have to speak in what time. I'm not sure I do understand what you mean right there. Again, pretty crazy that anyone is at the level of like not 1,000,000% in English understanding. And for that particular one, I think the tip there would be, I guess you understand me, but you can't necessarily respond in your own kind. I don't even know. But yeah, language is crazy. I don't even understand it. You know, I guess it's kind of... do you want to know a fun experiment, actually? This is the most unethical thing ever, but I heard it recently. That at one point, like, a guy wanted to see if there was a natural language that his kids would learn if you just, like, didn't socialize them with, like, people who spoke a language. And apparently, there is no natural language. At some point, we just came up with it, and we just teach it to each other. And it just so happens that English is the language everyone speaks. I mean, I wasn't expecting, like, a kid to just speak English if you didn't talk to him. But it's still interesting to hear, right? I think it is, anyway. Also, the Adventure Time mashup is stupid. I haven't ever watched Adventure Time. I'm gonna have to now, and it's gonna be like a weird thing, I imagine. But yeah, I'm gonna have to find some time, watch Adventure Time. Oh, not quite rhyming, but still a thing. Let's do this. So, oh, this is Warrior's Gold Mine. The perfect place for a Mercedes Benz. Again, I'm not a car person. I really don't know how like how well Mercedes-Benz stacks up in the grand scheme of things. Like, is a GLA a luxury car? You know, wait, chat right now. Are you a car person? Tell me what you think about the Mercedes. Is that a car you'd like to drive? Is it a car anyone would like to drive? Is it a fast car? Is it a nice car? Is it a fast and nice car? Because I know it's not terrible. I know they're not like the worst car in the world. But like, I feel like if it's a luxury car, that's different to if it's like a fast car. And if it's a luxury car, we shouldn't be like, you know, racing it in our little thing right here, should we? I don't think so. So, watch The Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, is that like a spin-off or something? Or is that like a YouTube video you're recommending? I'm really not sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch like an Adventure Time episode, maybe 2, to prepare for the whole mashup pack coming out. Just so I can, you know, it seems like something that makes sense, right? Like, oh yeah, something is happening. Let's prepare for it by watching a show. But when I watch that show is like beyond me, because time constraints. Not really a car person. Right? Me neither. I mean, I don't understand how people can be actually, wait, I can totally understand how people are car people. Because, like, I used to be really into computers on the same level I think people got into cars. But even then, it's still a little bit odd to me, like, you know what? Also, that's... Oh, yeah, that's nice. I just skipped, like, 2 people somehow. Oh, perfect. Got that guy. He's coming right after... Oh, no. Okay, that's why you don't get revenge on someone. Oh, no. Okay. It's fine. We're only in 7th place. This is totally comebackable from. Mercedes aren't too bad. But, like, why are they not too bad? I mean, that's the thing, right? They're luxury cars, says Mr. Happy. But, like, dude, a luxury car's fast, you know? That's... like, it's not enough for me to just know, like, they're good and that you like them. I like knowing the trade-offs, you know? Because that's what everything in life has. There is no objectively best car. There's no objectively best most things, actually. Which is why everyone... Oh, no! 8th. Okay. Just to get... What's your favourite car? Says Raggedy Gaming. So I'm not a car person, so don't let me offend you with this one. Again, if you are a car person, I'm sure this is not a good choice. But I really like the Nissan 350Z, because it was on the box art of Underground 2, Underground 1, Need for Speed, back in the day. And like, I really loved that game, and I really love that car. So if I had to buy a car, I'd probably get that one. Although if I had to get a car for free, which is this scenario, I'd pick one that's like more expensive, like, oh yeah, whatever, the Bugatti Veyron or whatever that's called. There's probably a more expensive one by now. But point being, if someone offered me a free car, I would take the most expensive one, and then I'd just sleep in it or something, you know? I think that'd be fun, sleeping in a car. Hey, so yeah, Mario Kart looks like so much fun. Is this your favourite Switch game? Says Skippy6 Gaming. Yeah, I think out of the ones I have, it's the one that gets the most play. I think Breath of the Wild is an objectively better game, but I just haven't found the time to play it. So there's a thing. What's your favourite cat? Says also welcome to the stream, Skippy6. Hope your Tuesday is going as well as mine is. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here. They're high class and slow. They're slow cars, are they? Wait, some Mercedes-Benz are fast, but some are luxury. Says Connor Ostel. So right now I might is the GLA. Okay, wait. Okay, let's specify. Is the GLA that? Yeah, everyone's agreeing. Some are fast, some are luxurious. That's confusing to me. You know, I figure in a car, right? You probably want both speed and luxury. You know, like I'm not a car person. Please don't tear me apart if you are one of those. But like, if I was gonna get a car, I'd want it to go places and be nice. I wouldn't want to pick one or the other. Just seems like that's something they should do. It's like when you're on a plane, right? Okay, let me use my real world knowledge of the thing. Oh no, I saw it, and I thought it wasn't going to hit me, and then I just got an item stolen. Nice. That was quite tragic, actually. That was absurdly tragic. Hermit Talk says, I have a Mercedes, and they're very expensive and luxury, says... wow, that is quite impressive. So, I think, clearly if you are a Mercedes-Benz driver, and you're watching the stream, that's like a clear offer to... Oh, wait. Oh. It's a clear offer to, you know, driving your Mercedes, right? Is it a good thing? Do I want to? Would I enjoy driving a Mercedes? I don't even know. You know, none of this makes any sense. But that's fine. That's the world, right? How's your day been so far? My day has been wonderful so far. No, I had the worst morning in the world, and I can't even explain it to anyone because, like, it's like a contact lens issue that, again, 99.9% of the world probably doesn't wear contacts. But I have, like, nightmares about what happened, like, and have done for, like, 5 years. And it happened, and I was like, oh, God. But then, my day got good after that, so... Is that a good day or a bad day? You tell that guy's got 3 shells. One's gonna hit me. I should have slowed down or something, but I knew I was getting hit regardless, so I just figured why. Who thinks Mercedes are sellouts? Surely it would be Nintendo who are the sellouts, not Mercedes. Mercedes are the buy-ins, because they're the ones paying money. I know. You know, it's like if I sell you my soul for $6, which, by the way, if you donate $6, you can have my soul. Gotta get that YouTube fan funding money somehow, right? Yeah, if I sell you my soul for $6, you know, you're not the sellout. I'm the sellout. I always watch so I can't play Mario Kart because I wish I had a Switch. Yeah, I play it like every opportunity I get with like friends or just anyone I know in person, and it is it's a delightful console to have. I think I'm gonna get blue shelled. I don't wear contacts. People in my family do. Yeah, it's more I think it's getting more and more common. Because, like, glasses are... Okay. So, okay, let me talk about eyes, right? Let me explain eyes to you guys. So, you can wear glasses, but they sit, like, in front of your eyes. And you're always aware that your eyes suck because you can see outside of them. Like, it's not like your... when you put glasses on, you're not fixing your eyes. You're fixing what your eyes can see. But if you wear contacts, you're fixing what your eyes look like to you. So, and if you get, like, LASIK eye surgery or whatever it's called, you know, where they fire lasers into your eyes... That's a real thing, but if you never have heard about eye surgery, they literally fire lasers at your cornea, you know, the part of your eye that can see, and they fire it so precisely that it gets fixed forever. It's really quite a wonderful thing. I would do it someday if I wasn't terrified of having lasers fired in my eyeballs. I mean, forgive me for having such a silly, clearly irrational fear of lasers in my eyes. So, Toycat, if it's not a contact lens issue, I might get it. I got contacts like last Saturday. I think the long story short is like, all I could see was white, and I couldn't get it out, and it hurt for like half an hour. I think that's the short version. So, I want your soul to show my collection, says Hermit Talk. Like I said, $6 is the official price I have set for my soul. If you would like it, I will write you a document with my soul. Oh, people are backing out. I guess we'll do the same. Yeah, that's I believe that's a super chat option you have. Just hit the button, and it'll happen. So I should have a new car by now, actually. So we've only got... Oh, I've only got one Mercedes right now. I didn't realize. So here's a thing you can do. Because I get so many coins when I'm playing online, I always forget I've got to go back into the single player. And if you do so... Oh no, I thought I'd unlocked a new car, but I haven't. But there are 2 more Mercedes-Benz vehicles to unlock, and hopefully we do that today, right? That'd be good. That'd be good. So let's do some regional racing. Let's make this happen. We'll play as Donkey Kong in the Mercedes again. He's got a brown vehicle, and it's honestly, brown is the worst color, right? Like, if you're gonna buy a nice Mercedes, the luxury and or fast car, you don't want to buy it in brown, I don't think. But I'm not gonna judge Donkey Kong. He's a monkey. I'm a person. That's kind of fine. Oh, okay. Let's try this one more time. See, Nintendo has never made good internet on their consoles, and it's a really, it's such a strange thing to me. Like, they're really good at making games, but they have no idea how to like do this whole. They're really good at making games, but they're terrible for like netcode stuff. So Jade Wilson / Claus Longtail says my dad wears contact lenses. I have to wear glasses when I'm looking at a screen. I think it's an urban myth that looking at screens makes you need glasses, but I feel like it's true based on my experiences, because I spend maybe like 70% of my life looking at a screen of some form, and that's terrifying to say out loud, but it's mostly true, and probably like 75-80%. It's very rare I'm not looking at some form of screen in my life. That is concerning. But no, but like, what else would it? Yeah. Okay, you know, I'll go for like a walk in a park or something sometime. That's a fact I just realized. But yeah, and because of that, my eyes are not very good. In my head anyway. The two facts probably aren't linked. So we'll try this one more time. Maybe it'll be a Metal Mario this time. Oh, he's got a smaller car. So we'll go back to being Wario, because he gets a nice purple Mercedes. And that's clearly the correct answer. So, they don't know how to Xbox Live, says the same name direct. Yeah, it's funny, Xbox, they were mocked mercifully for the whole, like, fee for paying online. And I still hate that. I hate that you have to pay for Xbox Live. But they do seem to, like, have working services. They invented Party Chat first, I think. It's pretty good stuff, honestly. So like, yeah, Xbox One or PS4. I play more Xbox One, but the PS4 is probably a better console. I'd like to get although I really want to get a Scorpio when that comes out. I might not actually end up doing it, but it would be kind of wonderful, I think. How's your week going at IBX Toycat, says Bradshaw Cisneros. My week's going pretty good. I just came back from Russia. Again, Russia was it was a good experience to have. I don't think I'm ever going to go back because it was so expensive just to get into the country. And like, you have to pay it all over again if you want to go again. I don't think I'll be going back to Russia besides maybe by boat, because it's free that way. Don't ask questions on why that's the case. But yeah, Russia is wonderful, but also not. And it was very strange. My week was strange, but I would recommend it. And that's a thing I would totally do. So, is it just me? Mario Kart is illegal because picturing characters in movies. Is that the whole like game theory thing then? But I mean, I guess it's okay because they're not real vehicles. Because if you look at some of these vehicles, like this is okay, right? That's a rocket. Actually, it's funny. Most people are actually driving real vehicles. Like we got one dude in a pirate ship, and we got one dude in like a motorbike. This guy's driving a Mercedes too. Yeah, actually, yeah, when you say it like that, that's a good point. I didn't even realize. Like, every one of these vehicles, besides, like, this one guy, every usable vehicle in this game is a real-life vehicle. Yeah, that's a good theory I didn't even realize. Also, hello, Nera. Welcome to the stream. I'm debating between the Scorpio and the PS4, says Mr. Happy. Yeah, I think the big... Again, this is one of those big decisions that we'll have to make this year. I'll hopefully make a video, because I'll be, like, deliberating it a lot. I think the Scorpio will be more... It's funny, they're going to do the reverse of their original generation. The Scorpio will be more powerful, the PS4 will be cheaper, and I don't know, but will the Scorpio be good enough? I'm not entirely certain. So did you enjoy Russia? Such a huge anti-DM fan. Yeah, I did, and I didn't, and I did, and I didn't. That's the best way to put it. Lots of good, lots of crazy. Will you jet ski in Russia? I probably could have jet skied in Russia for like next to nothing. Although actually, you know, wait. Just as a fun little, an interesting little side note. I was expecting everything to be crazy cheap because I heard the ruble, sorry. That's how they say it there. It's funny because you can abbreviate it to like rubs, and that's what I do. But no, it's funny because the ruble, like it's next to it devalued a lot, but everything isn't cheap yet. Like things still cost real money, and that's a little bit sad. So I was gonna go like buy a bunch of stuff. Take advantage of the crazy cheap, but it didn't quite work out that way. So yeah, this is my first time here, says Sadaf Nur. Oh, welcome to your first stream, Sadaf. It's good to see you here. If you don't know, these are things where I play the video games, and I guess we talk about like Mercedes and Russian things, and I don't even know what else we've done today. But yeah, in today's stream, it's all about the Mercedes. Oh, that guy uses tilt controls. Wow, isn't he impressive? I would do that sometime, but I'm not too certain. Also, gotta love Phil Spencer. He'd completely turned the Xbox around. Yeah, I think the Xbox was in a pretty dire state before. Like, I don't know the guy. I think it was called Don Maton. He's now in charge of Farmville, by the way. I'm 80% certain he's in charge of Farmville. But yeah, he was Don Matrick. That's his name. There was a guy named Don Matrick that like just said like, you know, we've got this new games console coming out. What if we only spoke about TV? Because you know what gamers love? TV on their consoles. And that was like a genuine business decision that like they calculated or something. And I think that single-handedly lost Xbox the console war. Like that one presentation. Because I think Sony came like 20 minutes afterwards. And they're like, hey, do you want to play some video games? It's like everyone's already watching because, you know, Xbox has just come up or whatever. And then Sony reveals a real video game console. People are like, whoa. How did they know I like video games? And they're like, we just, you know, we kind of had a feeling that our video game console should play video games. Everyone loses their minds. That sounds like it was a facetious story, but that was very much real. That was pretty much the story of the Xbox One on the PS4. Oh, that guy's on the start line still. That's nice. Make sure we hit this guy. I didn't need to do that, but it was totally fun to do so. And now he's going to get hit by a bomb. Oh, yes he is. So yeah, Mercedes, so far, it seems to be a little bit faster than I'm used to, honestly. It's very, very... Although, maybe what it is like, it's a mix of 150 and 200cc. That's entirely possible. I should have done that, by the way. I've left my flank vulnerable. Or my flank, my behind. To like a red shell or something. If I just play my cards right. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, no, I got this, I got this. Get Just Dance on your Switch. I know Just Dance is like a lot of people's favorite game. But, I mean, honestly, it's one of those games where like I wouldn't even have a problem getting into it because I'd be like, oh no, I'm just exercising too much, too hard. But it's just something I haven't considered in a while. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. They wanted to ban used games. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. They just assumed because they had the most successful console of this generation. Oh no, okay, it's over. Like people just buy Xboxes regardless of what they said. And that was a pretty faulty assumption apparently. Come on, no, no, okay. As long as I come second. That's all that really counts here. Awesome, okay. I'm finally like getting back into the winning streak. That's the magical thing about Mario Kart. Like you're either losing a lot or you're winning a lot. So yeah, Toy Cat, would you drive a real Mercedes? It's Kyle Wishutian. I mean, again, apparently they're luxury fast cars. I'd like to sit in a Mercedes. That'd be nice. Like again, this is always my theory with really nice cars. I think they'd make nicer homes than vehicles. Because have you seen the carpet in certain cars? It's like amazingly soft. I think honestly, if you buy like a Rolls Royce or something, most of that money, you know, this is Toy Cat fact on the spot. This is made up. It's not true. But a lot of that money is going into just the carpet of the car, and like you know the seat. So if you're spending that much, oh, I was too far behind. Interesting. But if you're spending that much money on like your if you're spending that much money on your like your seats, you might as well sleep on them. And I figure, you know, if I'm sleeping in my seat anyway, why even drive it? Why not just have a car? Why not have a house that you can push, or that you could drive around or something? You know, that's what I'm saying. Sleep in your car. It's a good idea. That's what I'm really saying here. So Toy Cat, what about the cooking of Toy Cat Irish Edition? Says Lisa Marie Thomas. I wanted to cook potatoes, but I bought a bunch, and then they all went out of date before I cooked them. So whenever I'm like, you know, whenever I buy potatoes again, then I'll do some cooking with Toy Cat. Although I need to get Jeff around to do that, because last time people complained I didn't have a tripod, and I'm realizing like, you know what, that was fun, but maybe not too soon. Why are you playing as Wario? Says Nera. I am playing as Wario because he has a purple Mercedes. Now, to me, honestly, all it is that there's like maybe 8 heavy characters in this game, and I like playing as the heavies. So I have a choice between like 6 bad characters or like not interesting characters like Wario, Waluigi, Morton, Dry Bowser. And you know, I just figured a purple Mercedes would be nice. That's honestly all I figured today. I like Mercedes, I like them being vaguely purple, and that's the thing. So, to be fair, it's cheap to live in a luxury car than it is to rent a room in London for a month, says Player One. I mean, it's cheaper to do pretty much anything in the world than to live in London, to rent anything in London for even like a day. Like, if you ever stayed in London, it's expensive. Not a cheap city, as it so turns out. So yeah, you know, okay, if anyone's offering Mercedes-Benz, Give it to me. I'll sleep in it for like a month. I'll enjoy my time because it's going to be a comfortable bed. And we'll save some stuff. It'll be wonderful. Jefferson's an essential part of Cooking with Toy Cat. You really can't do it without him. Yeah, right. He's just one of the characters on the show now, right? Can't just replace one of the key characters from a TV show. But yeah, Cooking with Toy Cat will be back sometime in the future. I actually haven't been cooking as much. I made a cake, like, off camera, and it was the most non-cake cake I think it's possible to make, right? I'm still not entirely sure what went wrong. I think I used too much butter. But I finished the thing, and it tasted a bit like... I don't know, it tasted like a heart attack, but not like a tasty heart attack. Just like a regular, like... You know how people say things taste like a heart attack to describe? Like, oh yeah, that chocolate was so good that my heart's going to be paining for it tomorrow. This was like, this doesn't even really taste like cake, and I'm still going to have a heart attack tomorrow. It was that level of like, you know, not desirable. But still, that's all I've really done. So, Toy Cat, what did you play Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U? I streamed it once, and I played it for many, many hours. Because that game came out at a time in my life where, like, I think I just started living by myself again. So I have all this time that just belongs to me again, right? And I figured, why not just play Mario Kart with, like, the healthy majority of it. So I'd make videos in the morning or whatever, and I'd play Mario Kart in the evening. It'd be wonderful. Does this mean you stop making constant pizza, says Jablitz? It does, sadly, yeah. I was making pizza just like every day. Pretty much every day anyway. Yeah, I made pizza every day for a week. The only reason I stopped, if I'm being truthful with you, is that I figured, you know, like, I can't... Okay, so I don't... Even if you were, like, getting a pizza from someone else or whatever, you've still got the basic issue of, like... Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, no, not 5th place. Okay, anyone but the German. But yeah, basically pizza's not good for you. And even if you're making your own pizza, I think pizza's not good for you to eat every day for a week. So yeah, that's my official why I stopped. Also, I once baked a cake, pick up the yeast, so you know how that ended, says the Amandamere. I could be wrong, but does cake use yeast? I mean, I guess it does if you're saying it does, but I never... Oh my god. I got Mario Kart again. I was doing so well as well. Okay, 9th, yeah. Woo, probably only minus like 1. Minus 2, whatever, good enough for me. I made a pizza the other day. The first one was horrible, the second one was okay though. Yeah, it took me 7 days of pizza to make pizza that I would want to eat every day. I think if you want to be a pizza cooker, you gotta like dedicate, I wouldn't say a week, but I think most people will probably take like 3 days. Because I was deliberately making every mistake of the pizza to work out what mistakes are good mistakes. Because here's a life lesson, you know, chat. Okay, coming close. I'm gonna give you a life lesson here. I think you learn more from, you know, making mistakes. At least in cooking, this is true. You learn more from making mistakes. So I deliberately make every mistake. I want to see what mistakes are the ones you don't want to make. But some mistakes aren't really mistakes. They're just things that people haven't tried yet. Like, what if instead of using flour to bake a cake, is there flour in a cake? I hope there's flour in a cake. What if instead of using flour, we used, what is it, like, sugar, just only sugar? What would that make? Would it make a tastier cake? Is that going to make toffee? Is that going to make brownies? Has anyone tried it? I bet we have tried it. But what if we haven't? And that's why I think, why not replace the flour in the recipe with some sugar? Or like, why not just have less flour, more sugar? Make a sweeter cake. Or like, why not have no college, I read a chat comment, someone else about college. Why not have no butter, only flour? Why not remove every ingredient in a cake and only have flour and like egg or something? See how that goes. I'm just saying, like, if you mix everything up, eventually you'll find something that everyone else just assumed was too stupid to do. And I'm just saying, that's how we innovate as humanity. So yeah, if anyone has ever tried baking a cake with only flour, let me know how that goes. Because, I mean, I guess you just end up with baked flour. But is baked flour good? Is it tastier than a cake? Probably tastier than some cakes. Boom. Toy Cat life lesson for you right there. That would make diabetes. Oh, I've baked... that one time I made brownies on that stream, those tasted a little bit like diabetes. Like, I'm always happy to get diabetes, don't get me wrong. Interesting approach. It's the only correct approach, I think you'll find. Okay, we got a red shout, and we get a mushroom. Perfect. But just change the speed. Wait, there's a way to change the speed? It seems like it's changing, but I could just be crazy, I'm really not sure. A cake with only flour is bread. Ah, but is bread a better cake than cake? What if you put bread... Wait. What if you put cake toppings on bread? I'm just saying. See, there's a million questions, and I don't think everyone knows the answer to every one of them. And the only way you could know the answer to every question, oh no, is to try every single possibility. This is why your cake tasted bad. I followed a recipe perfectly for my cake. It's just, I think I might have, like, mismeasured something. Because I think it said, like, a stick of butter. And I don't know what a stick of butter is, honestly. I figure anything that, like, is a stick... You know, my butter comes in a stick. Does that mean the whole stick? Probably not. But I had half a stick of butter, and I figured, you know, this is probably good enough. You know, honestly, I bet a stick means something specific. But in that case, I just put my stick shape of butter in the mix. And apparently that was too much. Oh no, it's going to hit me. Explicit scare. Oh, I can't even do that. I'm fine with getting diabetes anytime, don't get me wrong, it's okay. I mean, okay, so let me tell you this first story about that time I figured I had diabetes. Because I was in, I was 12, and I had a friend, and, okay, so, this is important for the story, I swear, but he's an Asian friend, his parents, his dad supplied convenience stores. I don't know why, but for some reason, he reckoned this was the genius market corner. So, he was going around to, like, every individual store, buying bulk goods, and then selling a few of them to the local stores. So he had a garage, like a giant garage, just filled with random stuff you might buy from a convenience store. And back in my childhood, you know, like how you picture the condition of, just like how you picture the UK, they had, like giant boxes of sweets in there. So he sold me for, like, he needed 64p to pay something on PayPal. And as the, entrepreneur that got paid with PayPal at the time, I gave him 64p. And he gave me 3 boxes of Wham for it. So if you don't know, Wham bars, they're like those little chew bars, you know, basically 80% sugar. He gave me 3 boxes of 60, and I think I ate an entire box in that one day. And then I realized that, ow, this hurts when you do this. And I was convinced I had diabetes from then on, because whenever I ate sugar for like 6 months, it hurt a bit. So pro tip is what I'm saying here. Don't eat a box of Wham bars, but do eat Wham bars because they're tasty. Doesn't butter grow on trees? Pretty sure that's how that works, yeah. A stick of butter is too much butter. No, the recipe definitely said a stick of butter. I'm 100% sure. Isn't a stick of butter the sticks of butter? I'm going to quickly... Liam Vanameres looked it up. 1 US stick of butter is 118.29 milliliters. But I mean, butter's not measured in milliliters, it's measured in grams, right? And although a gram of water is a milliliter of... a milliliter of water is a gram, I think butter's probably heavier than water. You know, I don't even know, dude. Is butter heavier than water? I'm gonna Google right now. Okay, wait. Is butter heavier than water? Oh, quickly. It's less dense than water. I don't know what that tells us, but it's... Okay, so it's less dense than water. I don't know. So basically what that means is you've got to melt the butter down and put it on a weighing scale. And you know, I'm not... Even though I just said it, you know, I'm not a millionaire. I can't afford like weighing scales just for butter measurements. So, you know, I have to guess. But knowing it's 118 milliliters is useful. That's like you get 4 of those for a 500 gram stick of butter. So really, wait. That means 1 stick of butter is 4 sticks of butter roughly. That's how you can like measure it in your head. Like how much is a stick of butter? Roughly 4 sticks. Oh no. can also has been measured in milliliters. I've never seen butter measured in milliliters. Like, maybe it's because... No, it's not. I was going to say it's like the UK weird metric thing. But my butter always comes in grams. Like, always. I'd look in my fridge, but I haven't owned butter in, like, months. Or weeks or something. But yeah, butter's like a grams thing. And what I'm saying here is that my cake used just the right amount of butter, but it tasted like butter anyway. If you're getting technical, then you measure butter in the mass, not weight for some reason. Isn't the only difference between mass and weight the fact that mass doesn't change on the moon? Or am I getting that horribly mixed up? I don't know, actually. I think... Wait, oh, jeez. Yeah, no, yeah, I think mass is the actual weight of an object, and weight is what it's putting down on the Earth right now. Yeah, so, like, that, maybe that means that butter doesn't obey gravity. Yeah, that's, okay, you know what? We've decided together, chat. Butter doesn't obey gravity. That means it doesn't sink in water, I believe, or that it does. I'm not sure, says Nera. I think, now that you say it, no, okay, less dense objects float. Because oil floats. No, wait, okay, yeah, because, so if you put a cube of, if you put, like, an anchor in the sea, it sinks because it's denser. So if it's less dense, which apparently, oh no, this sucks. Which apparently it is, then that means it would float. Yeah, butter must float in water. Okay, next Cooking with Toy Cat stream, remind me, and we'll perform this experiment live. Does butter float? Or actually, no, I'll Google it right now. Does butter float? Yes, butter will float in water. Okay. So what I'm reckoning, right, is if we have a giant dairy farm, I'd really enjoy like seeing, you know how there's the giant oil spill in the Mexican Ocean or the Mexican Sea, and it was like terrible and like, you know, it ruined beaches and stuff. I would love to get like a giant like tanker, fill it with butter, and like put it on the ocean. Because imagine how awful it feels to like go through a sea of butter. Have you ever tried to get off butter over you? It just doesn't come off. It'd be like that, but all over your body. It'd be terrible. And don't ask me why I want to do this, but it'd be wonderful. So here we go. Why are you driving Mercedes Benz? Indeed it is. I use grams, but the internet says it can, so trust the internet. I guess I'll take that, Leanne. Mass is the amount of matter. Weight includes gravity. Yeah, I'm right then, Casey Mill. Also, actually, let's take butter to the moon. I mean, honestly, let's be entirely truthful, right? I mean, like, if we probably have butter on the moon already, in some form. I know we have ice cream on the moon, so why not butter? Why not butter? Mexican Ocean? Never heard of it. I don't know what that place is called. So I only know all the names of the oceans, and then the seas that are relevant to me. What's it called? There was a big oil spill. It was by BP, like a British company. And I really love it, right? I love that it was it was a BP thing. Because the CEO of the company, again, this British guy, just went on the internet and was like, I'm sorry. We dumped a lot of oil into the ocean. We still haven't stopped the oil going into the ocean. And we want you to know we're sorry about it. It was like a real thing. You should look it up sometime. You know what, chat? This is my official recommendation. If after this stream, you think to yourself, you know what's missing from my life right now? I want to see videos of British executives apologizing for mistakes they've made in far-off continents. Then I would recommend the BP oil spill video. Because it was like widely parodied at the time. Because, you know, I don't think apologies make the marine life better or whatever that is. It's called the Gulf of Mexico, not the Mexican Ocean. Honestly, you know, okay, I've always thought this was really arbitrary, right? Like, the fact that we call some seas seas and some seas oceans, and like some river, you know, I think we should call every body of water a body of water, and be like, that's a small body of water and that's a large one, because there's a bunch of seas out there, which are basically there's a bunch of sea out there, right? That's just oh jeez. that's like actually just as useful as an ocean, but we're like, nope, doesn't connect to all the other oceans. And if all the oceans connect together anyway, then are they even different oceans? I don't really think they are. I think they're all exactly the same. Fun fact, there's no astronaut ice cream. It's made up to sell people interested in space food. I very almost bought space food in Russia, so I'm glad I didn't then. Like, it was 400 rubs, and that seems like a lot for space food. But again, it's hard to convert like 400 in your head to whatever. But apparently it's a lie anyway, so that's good to know. Okay, wait, actually, space fun fact, everyone. Okay, so this is a fun fact that everyone knows that's wrong. So there's this really common meme out there, or like, it's not a meme, but it's like it's one of those images, right? Which is like, you know, NASA spent 64 billion developing pens that would work in outer space. The Russians just took a pencil. Did you know that's not even true? Like, not only did the Russians not just bring a pencil, but like, NASA didn't develop a pen for space, I don't believe. And I think it was just like a military pen. And, point being is, don't believe what you read on like terrible Facebook images with black text and white boxes with emojis on. I'm just saying, that's not how you should get your information. We do more live streams in Mario Kart, says Maria Gomez. I keep saying I won't, and then I keep coming back to do it some more. Because it's just so fun to me. I really enjoy doing this. So, will I do it? I'm going to say no, but that probably means yes, based on my past experience with me. So that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I guess. I haven't been to any part of America. I'm British, as Karina is the best. I would recommend going to America sometime. It's like, I feel like if you're from any country that isn't America, maybe Canada also. America's just that land of excess that you hear about in the movies and you think, nah, that's not possible. And then you go there and you're like, I guess some of that was possible. It's quite astonishing, actually. It's quite astonishing. So 400 Russian rubles equals 5.573 British pounds, by the way. That's a lot of British pounds. Maybe that astronaut food was probably not worth it. Oh, sorry, it'd be cosmonaut food, because another fun fact for you right here. The astronauts are only called astronauts when they come from America. I think if they're from the Soviet Union, they're called cosmonauts. Because I went to a cosmonaut, I went to, the place where all the cosmonaut stuff was. It was pretty cool. Gulf is surrounded by land, except on one side. I mean, but, aren't all oceans surrounded by land? That's what I don't get, right? An ocean is defined by the land around it, right? Just because there's lots of it, how big does it have to be? I'm just saying I don't get it. So, did you know you can't bring pencils into Universal Orlando? Or they'll assume you're planning to stab someone, says Casey Mill. I think I was planning to go to Universal Orlando at some point, so I'll not bring pencils with me. That's a good tip. Thank that's a little bit ridiculous, but I could see it being true. Because I know Orlando's just one of those places where well, I think is it Orlando? Wherever the Disney park is, where they just kind of built a place so they could make theme parks there. It was a very, very strange thing. Canada is my second favorite country, says player one. Okay, so even though I had I had pretty bad experiences both times I went to Canada. In spite of that, let me clarify. In spite of just the questionable circumstances arising both my times to Canada, I would recommend Canada most strongly if you're from the UK, because it's all the crazy stuff you get in America, but it's not like Crazy America Town. It's like the UK and America had a baby, and all the best bits of both came out. Canada's the best, honestly. If they just drove on the the left side of the road, and maybe oh jeez, okay, that sucks. I'm just saying, if Canadians would drive on the left side of the road, maybe if they I think I had one more issue of Canada, and chilled with the border, right? I'm British, I'm not here to steal whatever they I guess all the maple syrup, is that what they're watching out for? But if Canadians understood both those things, then I would I think I'd live in Canada, honestly. That'd be fun, right? Do you think oh jeez, did that just the wrong time. Do you think they'd let me live in Canada? Also, I'm not getting red shot again. It's not happening. No, no. God damn. I was in first, I think. Okay, I got someone there. That makes it better. So technically everyone lives on an island, says Mr. Happy. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? Even continents are just big islands. Like, even the fact that we call the UK an island, or we call Great Britain an island, is quite astounding to me because, like, I mean, I can walk for like 200 miles, and we're still gonna call that an island. Or I can't walk for 200 miles, unless I'm doing like the thing from that song, you know. But point being here is something cats. Also, I thought Sweden was the best, so I can't pick one. Okay, Canada's the best America clone. Of all the former UK colonies, I think Canada's the best place. But I think the big problem with Canada is like its remoteness to everything. Like I love London because it's literally the center of the world. You might say, Toy Cat, no, you're being silly. It's not the center of the world. Look on a map. Look at the exact center of the map, like if it has lines drawn on it. Wait, let's make sure I'm right here. Maps.google. Go open up your map app on your phone or like on your PC, or if like me you got one on wall, and look at the exact center. It is literally the United Kingdom. We're in the center. We are, and because well, I mean that doesn't affect how flights work, but because everyone wants to come to the UK, there's flights from the UK to everywhere. Whereas Canada, like, I think Canada's biggest airport is like not gonna connect places. So I think that's actually that's probably Sweden too. Every country like I dream of living in one day. It's like, you know what would suck? If I wanted to go to Kazakhstan, I'd probably have to fly somewhere else first. I don't think there are many flights from Canada to Kazakhstan, but that's just my theory. You also can't bring phones on some rides because of safety concerns. Sounds like a dangerous flight, honestly. So Cat, fun fact, you're not allowed pencils in space. Since the lead breaks, it goes into your suit and dies, says Whack Rhino. Oh, is that how the fun fact works? I thought it was just that the Russians didn't really bring pencils, but if they go into your spacesuit and die, that's kind of wacky. Toy Cat, what does the GLA on the back for, says Smoothie Cow? It's a type of Mercedes. I'm going to look it up. Mercedes-Benz GLA. It's the Sporty Compact... Okay, it doesn't stand for anything. It's just the name for one of their cars. But it's a Sporty Compact SUV. Although if you look at Warrior riding it, it's definitely not sporty or compact. I mean, I guess it's an SUV. Yeah, this is definitely not compact. Even sporty is stretching the truth a little too far for my liking. The Earth is a sphere, says Leanne Vandermeer. The Earth actually isn't a sphere. It's got, because of gravity, there's some weird humps in it. And also because there's like the Pacific Ocean, it doesn't really work like a sphere either, like in terms of like travel and stuff. I thought the middle of the world was lava. Huh? Says the Archer 101. There is actually a giant wall in the middle of the world. In fact, you know, I think if you go to the very middle of the world, it is absurdly hot. Like, there's this place where there's like blue lava. I believe that's somewhere near the equator. So, pro tip: you want to see blue lava? Go to the equator. I hear it's just wonderful. I've been to Kazakhstan from Montreal, but I had to switch planes at Frankfurt, says Mr. Happy. Is that a real thing? Have you really... That's pretty nuts, actually. I think it's even quite nuts that there's flights from Frankfurt to Kazakhstan. Like, how often are people making that journey, right? Like, like I am a German man who, on the weekends, has to go see my Kazakh wife. Because, you know, it's just a thing, right? Like, Germans and Kazakhstans always becoming friends and stuff like that. And that unfortunately means that I must fly to whatever their capital city's called. I don't know, just seems a little bit too nuts for my liking. I mean, everything is in the middle. But no, the reason everything's not in the middle is because of the Pacific Ocean. I think the Pacific Ocean covers 1/3 of the Earth's like surface area. And because it's uncrossable by like anything but like planes, really even boats wouldn't do it. That means that functionally, there is still a center of the Earth. Because you usually don't want to cross all the way around that way. And you usually don't. So boom, fun facts of Toy Cat. Glad to help you out and convince you why the Earth. Oh yeah, 5th place. Come on, hit this guy too, yes! 4th, did it, awesome. So Cat, would you consider yourself good at this game? I just hit 2,900 ratings, so yeah, I'll consider myself good. I'll play one more game actually, and then we'll call this quits for now. So let's pick a better character. Let's find that dream red Mercedes, if we can. And let's call that a thing. So, Baby Park, of course. Okay, red Mercedes. There's gotta be... Oh, there we go, red Mercedes. Apparently will be this person. Oh no, that's not red anymore. Okay. It's gotta be this. And yeah, sure, whatever. If everyone doesn't vote for Baby Park, I will be sad. I have to go see my Russian grandparents, uncles, and cousins who live in Kazakhstan. That actually makes sense, now that you say it. Yeah, that does add up. So, Toy Cat, what's the information you know about Egypt, not including pharaohs or the pyramids, says Booty Sadem. Okay, if you're from Egypt, I know that the military went in and staged a coup at least once or twice. I think it was twice, actually, in the past 10 years. And that's a wacky thing, right? Like, military has never gotten rid of my government before, so... I think it's pretty cool. So there's everything I know about your country, I'm afraid. I know Egypt is one of the few countries in the world that is on 2 continents, because a little bit of it's in Africa and a little bit in Asia, and that's about everything we've got, I'm afraid. So Britain is actually the center of the map because that's where they first choose to stop map we use today. It says Razor Wave. I think it's because of the time zone thing, actually. But we use the map because of the time zones, right? Or is that also a coincidence? But there was a big conference. I think it's called the Berlin Conference, where every major world empire got together to agree what time zones were, and we all of them. You know, this is every world power. We all agreed that yep, Britain is the center of the world. Or a redhead says there. It is pretty cool that you can like switch the character out to a redhead. I thought that was like I think it's pretty wacky that like. There's 36 characters already, and then if you want, you get to be a ginger, blonde, or a redhead. That's living the dream right there, if you ask me. No mention of the concert last night, says Archer 101. I think no, there's been no mention of it because obviously, right? Like it's not relevant, and I think everything that is to be said has been said. So if I'm saying stuff, I'm saying it for my purpose, not to achieve anything for anyone who was there or whatever. That's why I don't mention, in general, like when big world news happens, like you don't come to your pal Toy Cat to hear about the latest global events, right? Especially not if they're so sensitive like that. So now you know. Now, there you go. I hope that helps you. So Cat, please do a 300-minute video for the 300 update adventure. That's a good idea, but I probably won't do it. Britain has the center time zone. Yes, it does. Also, that's a lot of characters. Yeah, it's 36 characters, plus 9 Shy Guys, plus 9 Yoshis, plus 9 Miis, plus apparently you can change the hair color on this one girl. So what is that, like 27 plus... that's 40, that's 63 characters, I think. Probably did the maths wrong. Oh, that's not even a redhead. I thought it was... Oh, I thought it was like ginger. I thought it was like a scale of things, but it's like orange, green, or... Is this red? I think that's pink. I can't tell, honestly. We'll be pink, though. Get a nice white Mercedes going. They agreed that a place in Britain is the 00 coordinate. Wait, is that a real thing? 0... I bet my house is on it or something. 0, 0... What are those things even called? Like, the longitude and latitude? It's in the Gulf of Guinea in the Atlantic Ocean. I hate to break it to you, Razor Wave, but apparently it's in the Gulf of Guinea. So that's not actually true, sadly. But yeah, I'll play one more for you, Mr. Happy. Don't worry, we got this. We'll play one more race, I'll win it, it'll be the most wonderful thing. Is this a redhead? You know, if you dye your hair like mostly red but a little bit pink, is that still a redhead? Because so if we call it redhead if someone has ginger hair, right? If someone has orange hair like the person in front of me, for some reason the world calls that a redhead. That's not okay in my opinion, but you know that's what the world does. So surely if you're a pink head, you know, you've got mostly red hair but with a little bit of pink white in there. Surely we should also say, yeah, this is a redhead. I mean that's mostly red going on there, right? Just saying. Just saying. Yes, it's the prime meridian. It's the prime meridian, but it's not the prime opposite one of those. Like with a center of longitude but not latitude, or latitude but not longitude. Guys, we start saying one more. He'll say, "Okay, I know this because it worked in the pizza roll commercials." I don't watch TV, so I don't get them, I'm afraid. But I really want pizza rolls now. So if you send me pizza rolls, I can do one more. That's my offer to you right there. But otherwise, I'll call Yoshi Circuit my last one. Because this course gets me so nostalgic. It's from the Mario Kart Double Dash, the GameCube version. And it was one of the stages I always had troubles with. And it's great that like I'm playing it all these years later. Because that game came out in what, like 2004 or something. Oh god. It's nice. It's nice. Actually, you can place the continents well together, so I can't, says the Merry Maniac. And then you get Pangea, right? But I don't know if Pangea is too useful to us right now. Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay, I got this. First place is still possible. We just have to believe in ourselves. See, just like that. Come on. If this was a mushroom, winning would be a reasonable goal. But it wasn't. Okay, so there's just a blue shell, or lightning happens, or... There are certain events that will do this for me. Come on, something good. Oh no. Oh no, okay, that was awful. I probably would have won if that didn't hit me too, though. So that's nice. And there's the lightning I asked for earlier. Everything's happened, just in a very slightly wrong order. And that's a shame. Oh no, have we got this? Oh jeez, no, I haven't. 4th place though, that's okay. Top, as long as you come top half the pack, that's wonderful. So, yeah, plus 12. So I'll hit 3,000 rating on this game soon. I'll probably play this later tonight actually, after I've finished all the things. But for now, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. You can like it if you did like it. Orange hair is a ginger, pink hair is a redhead, says Sonic Gaming. Damn straight, pink hair is a redhead. That's, you know, okay, if there's one thing you can take away from today's stream, it's that people with pink hair, let's call them redheads, because you know, anyone could be a redhead today. That's how the world works. That's just how this goes. So, like the video if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. If you subscribe, you see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That was too fast. I know. Don't worry.